What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, the Phenom, as I refer to him as, undefeated, former lineal, unified, WBA, IBF, Ring Magazine, welterweight world champion, now WBA, junior middleweight interim title contender, Jaron Ennis. 35 wins, no loss, no draw. 31 wins by way of knockout at 28 years of age, 5'10" with a 74-inch arm reach. With that said, Jaron Ennis yesterday announced that he is now moving on from the highly anticipated showdown with Mexican superstar title contender Vergil Ortiz Jr., who has 25 wins, no loss, no draw, 22 wins by way of knockout. 27 years of age. They've been on the collision course since the 5'10", 70-inch arm reach Vergil Ortiz was competing at 147. They were supposed to be the new faces of the welterweight division, a glamour division. And that didn't work out because Vergil had health issues, so on and so forth. He had to leave the division. The rest is history. With that said, Jaron Ennis cited that he was moving on from the Vergil Ortiz fight. Vergil Ortiz going through issues with his promoter. The rest is history. Now, Jaron Ennis, you're moving on from Vergil Ortiz. To do what is the question. What are you going to secure? That's the question. And Jaron Ennis is with Matchroom CEO and promoter Eddie Hearn. Jaron Ennis, if you are moving on from Vergil Ortiz, you had better have a plan in place. And you had better make sure you hold Eddie Hearn accountable. You got Josh Kelly, who Eddie Hearn said that the 18-win, 1 loss, 1 draw, 9-win by way of knockout, newly crowned IBF 154-pound champion, had already signed to fight Jaron Ennis if he beat the boogeyman Bakram Mataliev, which he did January 31st. Josh Kelly, Eddie Hearn said he already signed to fight Jaron Ennis. So this shouldn't even be a discrepancy. This should be automatic, right? It should be no problems, right? But Josh Kelly is saying that he's focused on a unification bout with the newly crowned unified Puerto Rican star world champion Xander Zayas, who has 23 wins, no losses, no draw, 13 wins by way of knockout. Xander Zayas holds the WBO and the WBA 154-pound titles. So they're looking to unify those 3 belts, right? So where does that leave Jaron Ennis if they're looking to unify? So if you Jaron Ennis, you need to inform Eddie Hearn, listen, if you can't secure the Josh Kelly fight, you had better secure Xander Zayas. If you can't secure him, then you better secure Jermell Charlo. If he don't secure one of those 3, it's a failure. Period. It's a failure. I'm going to say it again. If Jaron Ennis does not secure one of those 3 fighters, it's a failure. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. If he does not secure one of those 3 fights, it is a failure. Period. Point blank and period. And you need to part ways from Eddie Hearn ASAP. Because no longer can you compete against the Limas of the world. And yeah, you have a pass because this situation with Virgil, but you turned down Virgil. If in the past, if you don't secure one of those three guys for your next fight, a marquee fight, you need to part ways with Eddie Hearn because clearly he can't secure you the fights. He told you that the Josh Kelly fight was already signed. Josh Kelly already signed and agreed to fight Jaron Ennis. So how in the hell is Josh Kelly trying to negotiate with Xander Zayas? How could that be possible? And Xander Zayas have the WBA belt. Jaron Ennis has the WBA interim title. So what's going on there? Is Eddie Hearn pushing for Jaron Ennis to get his mandatory opportunity? Or does Xander get a voluntary defense because he just unified against Abbas Baru, who looked like that was going to be Jaron Ennis's path to becoming a world champion? Again, like I said, you ain't getting the Keith Thurman, Sebastian Fundora winner. We don't even know what they going to do. Keith Thurman ain't going to defend the title. He beat Sebastian Fundora. He ain't defending the title against Jaron Ennis. I can tell you that now. And if Sebastian Fundora win, ain't no telling what the direction the PBC going to have him going. He more than likely get the fight with Virgil Ortiz, who's the WBC interim champion. But I tell you what, again, if you Jaron Ennis and you do not secure a fight with Jermell Charlo, who is still the face of 154 until proven otherwise. So there's a big opportunity. It's a big fight. It's a marquee fight. He's 35 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 19 wins by way of knockout. He was the undisputed champion at 154 till he moved up to fight Canelo. By default, you can't get Virgil. Okay, you fight Jermell Charlo. He said he's willing to make the fight. He's saying, Eddie Hearn, call my number. Virgil Ortiz ain't have no belt, so don't make the excuse that, well, we're looking to fight for the belts because Virgil didn't have a belt. Or doesn't have a belt, should I say. Well, Virgil don't have a belt. So don't use this excuse or the notion that, well, we was looking to fight Virgil. No, Virgil ain't for the belts because Virgil don't got a belt. Period. If you don't get a fight with one of those three guys, Xander Zayas, Josh Kelly, and or Jermell Charlo, it is a failure. Nobody wants to see you fight nobody other than one of those three guys. And Bakram Mataliev just got dropped in his fight. He lost to Josh Kelly. Nobody want to see that now because he's vulnerable. Nobody's interested in that right now. When he was the quote unquote boogeyman, the world was interested. Now you got to do something. And or part ways with Eddie Hearn, or it's just going to scream that Jaron Ennis is comfortable with fighting the level of competition that he's fighting and not looking to fight the marquee fights, which I find it hard to believe because I believe in his talent and his skill set. But you can't have another dude on your resume that we never heard of or the same type of level of fighters. No, that's done and over with. You got to secure one of those three guys or it's going to be a failure, period. It just is what it is. I just got to call a spade a spade. It's a failure. And you had better be like, listen, Eddie Hearn, hey, man, we're going to have to part ways, bro. And maybe you need to do it on your own. Take the Devin Haney, Bill Haney route. Let me know what y'all think, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. I'm gone. Peace.